You probably have seen all Apple has to offer, but what if I tell you there's still so much more to come? Hey guys, hope you're ready for this video as I'll be showing you the next big product from Apple set to rival its major world manufacturer. We present to you the Apple Car. Even as the electric vehicle market becomes more competitive, the thought of having an Apple Car is tempting. It's no secret that iPhone sales have gone down in recent years, and Apple is in desperate need of the next great thing that the rest of the world will obsess over. The Apple Car might be the car, especially if the reports about it are fully driverless and accurate. For years, rumors have persisted, but we've never heard anything official from Apple. But we will still know that Apple Car exists even if it won't be available for a long time. This won't just be any automobile though. Apple is said to be working on a completely autonomous self-driving vehicle. While this isn't exactly groundbreaking, the Apple Car is believed to be something you can buy and keep in your garage rather than something you can summon via an app. If Apple succeeds, it'll be a massive deal. Apple started working on Project Titan in 2014 with over 1,000 car experts and engineers, creating an electric vehicle in a secret site near the Cupertino headquarters. Due to internal friction between the leadership concerns, the Apple Car project has altered and evolved numerous times over the previous several years. Although development is still on pace, despite claims in 2016 that Apple had shelved plans for an automobile, it was back on by 2020. Apple's AI and machine learning leader, John Ginandrea, is leading the Apple Automobile project, while Kevin Lynch, who worked on the Apple Watch, has also joined the car team and is credited with spearheading Apple's push for a self-driving car. Apple's next star product claims to be able to provide greater integration of hardware, software, and services than possible automotive competitors. The vehicle will most likely be positioned as an extremely high-end or substantially higher product than a regular electric vehicle. Apple has been testing self-driving vehicles on public highways in California since early 2017, utilizing numerous Hertz-leased 2015 Lexus RX 450h SUVs as Apple builds its self-driving software. The SUVs have been sighted on the streets of Cupertino with a plethora of sensors and cameras, and testing has increased up over the years. Apple currently has over 60 test vehicles on the road. In June 2017, Apple CEO Tim Cook made a rare public statement on the company's development of autonomous driving software, confirming the company's efforts. Apple is notorious for keeping discreet about its projects, but restrictions made it more difficult when it comes to automobile software. On the company's intentions for automobiles, Apple CEO Tim Cook said, and I quote, "We're concentrating on self-contained solutions. It's a critical technology that we value highly. It's kind of a mother of all AI efforts in our opinion. It's likely one of the most difficult AI projects to complete." In late 2021, it was reported that Apple had decided to go all in on their car project, creating a fully driverless vehicle. Apple is refocusing its car efforts on the self-driving vehicles that require no driver interaction, a goal that other automakers such as Tesla have yet to attain. Apple has two vehicle tracks in mind, one with limited self-driving capabilities and the other with complete self-driving functionality. With Apple opting for the latter under Kevin Lynch's leadership, Apple intends to create a car without a steering wheel or pedals, with an interior that emphasizes hands-free driving. According to Bloomberg, Apple is considering a design that is comparable to Canoo's lifestyle vehicle. Riders in this car sit on the sides of the vehicle rather than in the traditional front and back seats. Apple may not be able to remove the steering wheel as it may be necessary for an emergency, because there would be no need for foot pedals to manage acceleration and braking if there was no steering wheel. Apple could exclude them all. It's unclear whether Apple's design intention will come to fruition, so it may end up looking more like a standard car. Apple has investigated designs that include a giant iPad-like touch panel in the center of the vehicle, which could be compared to the design of Tesla vehicles. The central panel would allow users to interact with it, and it would be connected with Apple's present gadgets and services. Apple's Silicon Engineering groups, which also built the processors for the M1 Max iPhones and other gadgets, created the processor in development for the automobile. According to Bloomberg, this microprocessor is the most advanced Apple has designed internally. It reported to be made up of neural processors capable of handling autonomous driving artificial intelligence requirements when the chip runs out. A sophisticated internal cooling system may be required. The chip could be called the C1 and could be based on the A12 Bionic processor. The Apple Car's design places a strong emphasis on safety. Apple developers want to make a vehicle that is safer than Tesla and Waymo, so their built-in redundancy and backup systems will kick in if the driving system fails. The Apple Car will be compatible with the combined charging system, which is standard for charging electric automobiles. Companies like Tesla, BMW, Ford, General Motors, Kia, and Hyundai, and others support the CCS. And Apple Car owners would be able to utilize existing charging stations if they adopted the standard. Apple is working on a new battery design that might dramatically lower battery costs, while also increasing vehicle range. They're developing a monocell design that will increase the size of the individual battery cells, while also freeing up room inside the battery pack by removing pouches and modules that carry battery components. This will enable more active material to be packed into the smaller container. The battery technology has been compared to the first time you saw the iPhone and hailed as next level. Apple is in talks with LiDAR sensor providers to develop sensors that are smaller, less expensive, and easier to mass produce than present LiDAR systems, which are too big and expensive to be used in mass-produced automobiles. Apple is striving for the revolutionary design that will be utilized in an autonomous vehicle in the future. Multiple speculations have surfaced in early 2021 claiming that Apple has launched into negotiations with well-known automotive electronics suppliers for components for an impending vehicle-related product that the Apple is also seeking to create a manufacturing plant in the United States. Apple has supposed to be considered a manufacturing relationship with Hyundai, with plans to shift Apple Car development to its Kia brand as part of an arrangement that may produce more in the United States, but that hasn't materialized. According to rumors, Hyundai Mobis would be in charge of design and production for some Apple Car components, while Hyundai Group subsidiary Kia would provide the Apple Car production line in the United States. Hyundai executives were claimed to be split on the idea of a partnership with Apple, despite Apple's plans to invest 7 trillion won, that's $3.6 billion, in Kia Motors, with Kia planning to build the Apple Car in its Georgia factory. Apple was considering a deal with Hyundai Kia since it would offer them access to a well-established car maker with the potential to produce automobiles in North America. Hyundai Kia was also eager to hand over control to the Apple Car software and hardware to Apple, despite Apple's plans for a fully Apple-branded vehicle rather than a Kia model with Apple software. Despite the reports of an Apple-Hyundai-Kia alliance, Apple has put talks on hold and is currently exploring Apple Car's plans with other automakers. Apple was furious, according to Bloomberg, since Hyundai confirmed it was in talks with Apple, even though Hyundai then repudiated and altered the remark. In February 2021, Hyundai and its Kia subsidiary declared that they were not in talks with Apple to collaborate on the creation of self-driving electric vehicles, implying that the talks between Apple and the two auto manufacturers may have ended. It's unclear whether the talk will resume, but several Korean media outlets anticipate that alliance will survive and the Apple will choose Kia. Apple is reportedly saying they have approached Nissan about a possible alliance, but talks fell through due to differences regarding Apple Car details. Nissan was concerned that Apple would downgrade it to a simpler hardware supplier if the two companies formed a partnership. Apple wants complete control over the design and software of the Apple Car, and Nissan has stated that it has no intentions to modify the way it manufactures automobiles. Since then, Nissan has stated that it's not in talks with Apple. The future automobile company has set a goal date of 2025 for the debut of its self-driving cars. But given the ambitious nature of the project, it is possible that it may miss the deadline or that the project will be postponed. We'll undoubtedly hear a lot more about the project in the coming years, as Apple will need to establish relationships with a whole new set of supply chain partners to construct a vehicle. Thanks for watching the video, guys, and I hope you enjoyed watching this video. Please like and share our video, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel so you don't miss out on another great video like this from us. Until next time, goodbye for now.